Hi, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to day 5 of Quit Sugar in 7 Days, my personal challenge. My personal challenge. That means that I am not telling anybody how to do this. I'm not teaching anyone how to do this, especially in a week when I'm so unorganized and so chaotic. I think that the biggest value in how I handle the triggers. I already showed you the trigger feeling, the trigger thought. And today I want to talk about the trigger activity. When we do something that we don't want to do, when I do something that I don't want to do, the first thing that comes to my mind is how can I make it easier for myself? I don't know if you ever think about this. When I no longer have stress about this, when I no longer have to deal with this person, when this responsibility or obligation goes away, then I'm going to focus on myself. But what happens in this moment that we often don't realize, we give that circumstance in our life or that person, the situation, that obligation, power and control over our life, over our weight, and over our plate. But if you still believe that you will eat better when something goes away, I will tell you this. I have a job that fulfills me. And still, I have things to do that if you want me to do paperwork, please bring it along with pizza and beer so I can survive and not be completely depleted in half an hour. Sometimes there is no way around it. This is what happened on day 5. I had something to do. I had to send an email. Yeah, emails are another thing. Paperwork and email. And when you are watching it, you will notice it builds up on the experiences from day 3 and day 4. And I hope that nobody that watches my videos ever thinks that I'm advising just not eating and depriving ourselves. Of course, I want us to eat. I actually want us to eat beautiful, rich, nutrient dense foods. I'm talking about not overeating, because when we overeat, we end up overweight. It's not even about not ever eating a little bit of something sweet. It's about first knowing why you are doing it and taking the power back from the situation that makes you want to eat the junk food. Or it's not about not ever having a cake. It's knowing yourself and your mind well enough that you know what is going on in your mind and in your emotions. And when you know yourself so well, then you have more power and control over the situations and over the portions and over the frequency of eating those things. And when you manage that frequency and the portion control, every little thing like this contributes to weight loss and contributes to lowering insulin, which is the goal, right? I started the video talking about giving your power away to the circumstances, to the people, to the situations that drive us nuts and drive us to grab something sweet. This is when we are giving our power away. But when you learn to manage your mind, you notice what you are thinking and feeling in the situation and how normally it would lead you to overeating. Then you can take your power back and decide, are you really going to do this? In weight loss or in the process of eating better, healthier, we need to overcome so many things. We need to overcome our mind, our emotions, our environment, because the sweet stuff and crap is everywhere. We need to sometimes overcome other people without using our hands. So it all boils down to managing the mind and our emotions. And in this way, this work, this understanding of ourselves is priceless because it really contributes to better health. and dropping the pounds that you just don't want to carry around anymore. All right, so this is what happened on day 5, and this is how I handled it. And today I have a trigger activity that I need to deal with. How do I know that this is a trigger activity? It's because I sat down to write something and I immediately got up to do something easy. Then I came back to my desk and I thought, oh, I need to drink something or eat something. And I went to the fridge and I realized, hello, I already ate 2 meals today. I am definitely not hungry. I mean, of course, I can eat if I'm not hungry. I can eat all day long, actually, but it goes against my bigger goals. And I realized, oh, why am I looking for something to eat? To raise the dopamine level in my brain, to raise the pleasure neurotransmitter. Why? Because I experienced a dip in energy, which came from the feeling of dread to do this activity. If I was not aware of that, I would probably grab the ice cream from the freezer, but I am aware of that. So in this moment, I broke the pattern. Dreadful, feel dreadful, go to eat something sweet. I broke the pattern. I became aware of the feeling of dread. I already know how it feels. It sits on my back, it's heavy, and it drains my energy. But why? The task itself is not dreadful. It's how I'm thinking about it. So what am I thinking about it? It will be boring. I don't know what to write. How do I want to feel when I'm writing it? I want to feel connection. I want to feel aliveness, and then come up with a thought that will create the feeling in the body. See, I spent very little time on checking in how the feelings feel in my body, but this skill is something super useful, something that I teach my clients too, just so we are not afraid of our feelings, just so we are not running away from them in so many ways. But when I'm rushing, when I'm on the go and I feel negative emotion, I'm checking in with my mind. Hold on, what is it that I'm thinking that leads to this emotion? What am I making this situation mean that leads me to feeling so bad? I don't know if there's any value in me sharing with you what I'm eating. I mean, after all, who cares? However, when you are learning about nutrition and how to eat, there are basic rules, but I also want to talk about food in this way. I'm going to share with you if there were any sweet things I ate on day 4, day 5, day 6. Another thing that we don't want to be afraid of is specific foods. We don't want to be panicking that there is certain food around or beating ourselves up if we happen to eat something that was not on the list of the healthy foods. So this was a long video. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in video talking about the day 6, which will be posted in the next few days. Thank you.